presentations are not about being alarmist. The reality is whether you watch the Weather Channel or not, it's more likely than not, whether it's a power outage, whether it's a flood. Do you know, in terms of flooding, yes, it does happen. Not only more frequently than we like to think, but this makes you prepared, whether it's fires, whether it's, flooding, whether it's hurricanes, tropical storms, brownouts, blackouts, any of those. The problem is, for most of us out there, if you do your comparison shopping, when we talk about emergency preparedness in foods, you will look at more than double for less than half of what you're getting in terms of entrees. In fact, I really, if this weren't, go search the internet after this show, because you will not find this many entrees, let alone created and curated by chefs for this price, not only here at HSN, but anywhere in America. And that means you're getting 170 servings. 8 of the creamy vegetable, 4 of the cheesy mac, 8 of your pasta Alfredo, 4 of the teriyaki and rice, 8 of that southwestern beans and rice. I'm telling you, these are all yummy. New, that cheesy potato soup. The chili, that's new. Gluten, right? Gluten-free and vegan. Vegan. Chicken pot pie, white rice, brown sugar maple, apple cinnamon. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, from granolas and yogurts and dried banana chips. Chocolate pudding is exclusive here at HSN. That's what we have in our crew in our fridge cam. The Orange Delight and the Whey Milk. All you do is add water, and it also comes with free shipping, flex pay for today and only till 12 midnight, in the biggest bucket of entrees that we have ever offered, 084596. Stephanie, as we continue, the thing is, no, we don't like to be alarmist, and I love that you're a meteorologist, because nobody knows more about the weather than you. But the truth is, whether we're talking about extending your family food dollar, or just mama doesn't want to cook tonight, and I know that sounds crazy, it's emergency preparedness foods, but the taste, and I am a picky palate, if it were nothing else but yummy, I would tell you to grab it.
Well, here's the
Seriously.
thing. We all want great tasting food. So what is better than great tasting food at an unbelievable value?
Yeah.
I mean, this serving, this would count as one serving, say, of our vegan chili, less than $1.
Less than $1.
I can't go to the drive-thru and get their not good chili for less than $1.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the value is out of this world, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't taste good. So this is brand new to you.
Now, by the way, I want you to see this. It's real food. It's real food. It's not like, that crazy, it's real food.
It's not powdered, it's not fake.
You can see, it looks like it is homemade goodness, gluten-free, vegan.
This one is, yes. It's a mix of dehydrated and freeze-dried, which is how we get the great texture.
That's good.
Isn't that good?
That is good.
What makes it good? What surprised you about that?
Well, you know what? It tastes like it's been seasoned, because you're just adding water. So if I didn't know better, I would say, okay, they put a little cumin in there. They put a little, you know what I mean?
They did.
You can actually taste, like if you were making chili yourself, it tastes like you did all the various little elements.
Exactly.
And because it's got real texture to it, that's the thing that's so amazing to me. It is for this show, it is for this airing. And again, this is chef created and curated, 25-year shelf life.
It's the science that makes Wise different. So Wise starts with chefs, because listen, we don't want this to taste like powdery, bland, fake astronaut food.
Nope.
I know that's what you thought when you saw Emergency. It's okay, I'm not offended, and you are gonna be floored when you find out how different this is, because the chefs know how to make great meals. Now, the scientists at Wise, they really knock it out of the park, because what they do is they've figured out what's called a modified atmospheric package. Now, what does that mean to you? That means this pouch keeps all those great tastes that the chefs created safe. It blocks out humidity. It blocks out oxygen. It blocks out moisture. It seals out all those things that make food go bad, so that this recipe of teriyaki rice, and I just checked the ingredients, with its red bell peppers, with its soy sauce, with its many levels of flavor that you would expect out of teriyaki, will be safe in a cool, dry environment. That's your only responsibility. You can make it with water. Doesn't have to be hot water. It'll be there whenever you need it. for up to 25 years.
25 years.
Talk about the value of your food dollar.
It's huge. By the way, Stephanie, do you know, does the water bottle tell you when to change the filter? Mary Jane had a question on Facebook.
You know what, I will have to check that.
We'll double check for you, Mary Jane.
That for you.
But in the meantime, here's the thing. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you calling. And, you know, I am a super fan of Wise Foods. And it's funny, the first time I did this with Stephanie, I was the biggest skeptic because, you know, that's why I like to do this show on Monday at 8 o'clock. And if you're new, welcome aboard. It is a $19.99 flex pay. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks, they're all here for you. But I will tell you, there is a peace of mind when you get this product. But no kidding, you might want to substitute some of these meals on a weeknight because they are wonderful. Now, in terms of the sodium content, you know, each one is a little different, but I will tell you, they always think of a nod to, they're curated by chefs.
Yeah, these are not elevated in calories or sodium or carbohydrates like some quote-unquote emergency foods are. These are the real meals, the real recipes that I would make if I was making it by scratch tonight.
Absolutely.
The difference is that Wise has figured out how by just adding water, and it doesn't even have to be cold water, teriyaki rice can go from dry to this. Now, the reason you see our pots on burners is not because Shannon's so picky that she has to have her food warm, although she probably would if I let her have the choice, but we didn't give her a choice. The reason we did it is because it reconstitutes, which is what we call how it thickens in water more quickly when it's warm water. So I want to show you as many things as I can. We warmed the water up. If I was in an emergency and in this water, in this pot, I had water that was stone cold. We were up in Minnesota. We were visiting Shannon's family on the farm, and there was not a bit of heat to be found for our water. As long as it is safe drinking water, any one of these entrees will be totally okay, and beyond okay, tastes just as great. Now, of course, we all like our food better warm. We get that, you get that. But that's why we're saying, on a Monday night, when I've had to work late and I'm not sure who's gonna get dinner on the table, you know what? This becomes a meal that somebody else can put together if mom can't get there. Maybe mom is sick. Maybe grandma is sick and shouldn't probably be going out, but needs food. There's a million reasons we need this.
Hey, by the way, we're just gonna remind you, I don't know how much time we're gonna spend on it, but if you want the fruits, the vegetables, or the proteins, the fruits, the vegetables, or the proteins, Rick, if it's possible, I'd love to show that for everybody. That is available under a separate item number if you want to augment this amazing value. Hands down, and by the way, yes, we are Facebooking Live, but we'd love to hear from you. Call that testimonial talk line or hold at the end of that call. We'd love to meet and greet you. And once more, these shows are